rights violations all over the world. But what about right here at home? What's happening right here at home? See, I think we need to be very careful, like the Israelites, looking for the judgment day. Because I believe that when the Lord comes, we too are going to have some splaining to do. But I think that we can turn this around. I really believe that all is not lost. And we have an opportunity to do differently. Consider the work of water. You ever thought about water and how water works? And water is one of the most amazing substances that we know. Because water has a way of wearing things down and destroying and making a path. I mean, consider the work of water, frozen water, in the form of glaciers that made the Great Lakes and flattened the landscape of the Midwest. Consider the work of water. It was water that created the Grand Canyon. Consider the work of water. Water combining hundreds of little tributaries all forming together to make the mighty Mississippi River. Water flowing and running. If it's impeded, it will make its way around some object. But given enough time, it will go through and over and under anything that stands in its way. And we need to allow justice to roll like water. Instead of talking about the dream, we need to live it. We need to live it. If we believe that there should be life and liberty for all, then we need to work like water to make that happen, not just for some, but for everyone. If we would say that this is the home of the free, the land of the brave, we need to make that happen and work for everyone, not just for some. If we're going to invite the huddled masses who are yearning to breathe free to come to these shores, then we need to extend that invitation in a just and equitable way, not just to those who fit a desired class, culture, or social economic profile. Consider the work of water. We need to allow righteousness to move like an ever-flowing stream. See, we have to fight for what is right, church. That's what righteousness is about. And righteousness says that we need to start with the speech and the words that we hear. We know hate speech when we hear it. And if we don't know it, all we need to do is look back in history. Look at the examples of Hitler, or Mussolini, or Stalin, Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein. Look at what they stirred up through speech. And we know what it sounds like, and we know what happens when people get riled up to hate speech. And righteousness would say that when we hear it, we need to stop it. See, because it's not disloyal to tell our politicians every now and then to shut up. It's not disloyal to tell people that enough is enough. It's not disloyal to cry foul in the face of atrocities. It's righteousness, and righteousness needs to flow. Righteousness needs to give us the power to speak up and speak out until all are treated fairly, till all are treated equitably, till all have opportunity to pursue what we say is guaranteed life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That's what righteousness does. That's what righteousness requires. And when we do these things, then we can celebrate. Then we can rightly celebrate a man who gave his life for our civil rights, all of us. Then we can celebrate him, not by looking back and just talking about what happened, but to allow the words to move us to act. There's nothing wrong with looking at the history, but the history needs to empower us and mobilize us to do something to make this world, this country, and this community better for those who are coming after us. It needs to be better. What are we celebrating? We're celebrating that we have come together as a people to make it possible for everyone to be free, for everyone to live their rights, to have a chance as we did, to go and to grow and to move and to live. Song says, Jesus died to make men holy. We need to die to make everybody free. Then we can celebrate. Celebrate as justice rolls down like water. Celebrate as righteousness moves like a mighty stream. Amen. It's grace that empowers us. Grace that propels us. Grace that moves us to reach back and help somebody. We may not have much. I may not have much. But if you need it, you've got it from me. It's not because I'm such a good person. It's because God has given me grace. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I see. Would you stand as you are able, that we might